Okay, we're getting right into this now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. My name is Big Fry. If you guys don't know what this channel is, it is a channel that covers early access games, tactical shooters, FPS, third-person shooters, multiplayer gaming as a whole. And a lot of people always ask me, Big Fry, what games are you excited about? What are you playing right now? What are you looking forward to in the future? And if you've been around the channel for a while, you know that I've covered a game called World War III pretty extensively. When it first came out, obviously there were major issues with the servers. The game couldn't function for the first like 3 or 4 days. The developers just weren't ready, and rightfully so. I gave them a lot of shit. But I followed the game. I said, you know what? Let's give them some time. Let's see what they can do. Because I saw something there. I revisited it the next year. I believe it was at the beginning of 2019. I was like, let's have another look. And I followed through with the development. The developers were very open. I met them when I went out to E3. We had conversations about the future, and they took it on the chin. They took that L at the launch, and they took it and they were moving forward. And very recently, back in I believe the end of April, beginning of May, we got an announcement that they are basically partnering with a company called My.Games. And I know it's been controversial. I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions on that, but what I saw was a game that was pretty much on the brink of extinction before it even came out of the gate. I saw a game that was given a lifeline, and the potential here would have been great. They came out and said that they were going to be pulling the game off of Steam so that nobody can buy it, and they're going to be reworking the game in the background with My.Games being in a support role so that the game can be built. We were given a roadmap. We were given an AMA from the developers, which didn't answer really much of anything. And I said, you know what? It is what it is. If they're going to pull it off the store so nobody can buy it, okay. Looks like we're on the right first step to correcting course. That never happened. The game is still available for purchase. And since May 8th, which was when the AMA happened, the announcement was actually at the very end of April, April 28th. My.Games and Farm 51 are working together. Nothing has happened since. The developers have gone completely silent. They put a devlog out about My Games on May 25th, and that is the last time we have heard from the developers in a public setting. The last update that we've had for the game was on April 7th, and it was a little baby hotfix. The last real update that we have had, and I'm talking like when we get like a 0.7 or a 0.8 specifically, 0.8, which brought in a new game mode and a bunch of fixes. That was November 26th, 2019, which means we are almost coming up on, what is that, 9 months, 8 months without a solid patch like that. We've been waiting for the animations that they showed off. I think I made that video back in December. We haven't seen the animation update. We haven't seen really much of fuck all from these developers. And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I gave them shit when it was warranted, and I gave them support when I felt that it was warranted as well. This, to me, is the ultimate slap. We have, what, September, October, November, December. We have 4 months left for the end of the year, and we have a roadmap that was given out that is showcasing so many things that I just can't see happening. This roadmap includes an Asian theater of war, new maps, strikes, weapons, the movement system, a real-time weapon customization system, new UI and HUD, new progression system, overall polishing, and performance improvements, all promised to drop in 2020. And my thing is this: if they are just like under the sheets, under the tarps, just working, and we get a huge fucking update, let's say in sometime in October or November, and it's fucking huge, cool. At this point in time, the fact that the game hasn't been pulled off Steam yet is very worrisome. It tells me that the initial plans that they had moving forward from when they made this announcement isn't happening. You haven't done the first step publicly that you promised to do, and that's pull the game off of Steam, because the game is at this point, and I hate using the fucking word, but this game is goddamn dead. You go to the Steam community forums, and the top post in the general discussion is saying that there were 19 people online in the last 24 hours. Now, this game has been in some dire straits. I have never seen it that bad. And this game is a game that requires multiplayer. It's not like a game like Ground Branch where you can log in, play by yourself, play co-op, and do that. This game requires players. If there's nobody on, you're not playing the game. It's $36. Do you guys remember last year when a lot of hype was coming out? 0.7 had dropped, 0.8 is coming out. They dropped the game on multiple platforms like Humble Bundle, and they were selling it for like 16 bucks. A lot of people jumped in, and I felt at the time $16 was a pretty good price. I recommended it to them. I had a conversation with them. I said, you guys need to look at the pricing, because I think you could build a player base on the game that you have now. Because to be honest with you guys, I don't think the game is the worst game in the world. I actually think it's a really good shooter. It's one of the better early access FPSs that this channel has played and covered. It's better than Ready or Not. Different games, but if we're talking about comparing FPSs in an early access state, this game still wasn't that bad. But we supported this game forever. And everyone, dude, the comments, bro. Big Fry, this game's dead. Give up on it. Give up. Fry, why are you even talking about it? Fry, nobody cares. I cared. Because I wanted to see if this was a development studio that can pull through the bullshit, the toxicity, and everything else, and make a product that is worth talking about. And I gotta be honest, man. The fact that we haven't even seen a fucking post from you guys since May, and the post was just a recap of a bullshit AMA you guys did on Reddit, where you didn't really talk about the actual game development. You just wanted to talk about the partnership with My Games, even though it was so early on that there was really nothing to ask. The only questions that people were asking were just like, so like, do you think this partnership's gonna be good? And like, of course they're gonna fucking say yes. It was just softball questions, no real answers, and now we're here. And I gotta say, man, we have 4 months left. I would love an update. Because at this point, like, I'm ready to fucking call it. You guys did the AMA May 12th, and we haven't heard jack shit since. How does this happen? And for me, I've been on this kick in the last couple of months where I have just been wanting to support games, talk about games that I really enjoy. This is one of them, but it's like I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. I love it so much that I'm so frustrated that the developers, like, where's your community manager? You guys haven't fucking tweeted since May 25th. You went silent. And you guys know, if you guys have been around the channel for a while, you know that silence is deafening. It happened with Ready or Not, and look what happened. There's a lot of parallels to draw from that. I don't want this game to fail. But you guys are failing your community, the people who backed you and stuck with you, because we could have all got refunds day one because you fucked up that bad, but we were willing to stick with you. And I don't want to buy into this negative gamer toxicity. This is real shit. This isn't bitching about an update, because there are no updates. This is literally a gamer who saw a lot of potential in the product you guys were building, expressing frustration at the fact that it feels like you guys are leaving everybody in complete darkness. And that, to me, is a viable complaint when it comes to early access, because the developers go on to early access and they always say that they want to build the game with the community. We enter early access with a solid foundation of a game and will be open to all suggestions, design, and feature ideas from the community. And then they say, after early access release, we want to reveal the roadmap of the project to show our plans. We don't know what is going on. And I'm frustrated. I'm a little bit pissed off because I know that they can do better. For those who made it to the end of the video, I do have a new line of merchandise, new t-shirts. It's the Heavy Metal 2020 collection, and I'm showing them on screen here. It looks fucking great. If you guys do want to support the channel, get yourself a t-shirt. I try to keep the price down so you guys can buy them and we can have a whole bunch of people rocking Big Fry merch. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.